All right, are we live? I hope we are live. It is Puka. It is Friday night. It is night 3 of the World 100. The split the pot was just pulled, but I missed it. I don't know. I know it was over 100,000 to the winner just a bit ago. I don't know how high it got, but very impressive. Now remember that a carryover from the 2019 split the pot because someone was too drunk or too goofy to claim it. So I think it started at about 40,000, but very impressive. The other half going to the Tony Stewart Foundation. See what we could do tomorrow night. This might not be 10 minutes. They are on the track. Overton on the pole of feature number 1 with Jensen Ford, Mullet Nation on the outside. Yeah, so Jensen Ford, a big surprise heat winner. Looked really good. Kind of a breakout year for that young man. Marlar into the wall, heat 1. You know, his season's been tough, and obviously it's not turning around anytime soon. He kind of salvaged it, but he was able to make some way in the heat, but boy, tough situation for him. No Jimmy Mars. I told you last night he hit the wall pretty hard. Marlar did make the race. Mars did hit the wall pretty hard last night, so no Jimmy. I don't know if anybody here is watching Superior, if he showed up there. Now remember, he was second place to Door last year. He hasn't been out to the Dream or World, if I could remember, at least the World, I think, for a couple years. So I was kind of surprised he was out there this year. So he might have just said the heck with it for his car, and maybe he's just helping people out. Or like I said, maybe they took off last night and they're, hey Nick, and maybe they took off last night and they're planning on racing Superior. Obviously got some racing either Knoxville or Cedar, but I can't remember last year. If someone's on here, you can help me if Mars was in Cedar last year for the Legendary or if he was in Knoxville. He's probably not the guy that's going to win any of those races anymore. He probably has one World of Outlaw late model victory left in him. To go to Eldora, obviously he races sparingly, but probably pretty tough. But his luck was a little bit tougher this year. But so no Jimmy Mars out there. Weiss with the big heat win. Started on the pole, got a little break on the invert there, but good for him. So we'll see what the Sniper Chassis, another one of the local guys, can do. Chris Ferguson, big heat race win too. A last corner pass on Bobby Pierce. Of course, Bobby Pierce running the top. Started to come down as the track changed, and a real power move by Fergie to get that heat win. And then Nick Hoffman, big win in the heat. So Fergie won heat 3 in that group in a Bloomquist, and then Hoffman won heat 4 in a Bloomquist. Bloomquist himself, I believe, was 3rd in his heat. So that's just kind of a recap there. T-Mac struggled a little. McDowell with a heat win. He looked good. And how many of you saw anything with the sights last night that looked like it was pretty fast? Speaking of Canadians, Aaron Turnbull, I think he's Mars's car is bent. Yeah, he hit pretty hard. Well, like I said, I didn't see it, but when I saw, I think it was taken off by 2 wreckers possibly last night. I was out to dinner, my son's birthday, trying to catch a glimpse when I could. So, last night, I was talking about last night. Team Canada, most people don't drink coffee this time of night. I do. So Aaron Turnbull is in the house. He was at the sites last night. Demel really snuck up on Sean after the restart, I think, with 2 to go. Demel sneaks in for the victory. Another guy that races sparingly, but congrats to him. 44 cars. I know I was through Grand Rapids today. I saw Jeff Provenzino headed that way. So they gained at least 1. Unfortunate to see Jesse Glenn's deciding not to race this weekend. And then I did notice that the 27 car of Jake Radetzky ran a little bit better last night at the sites. So that's kind of it on my thoughts here. Like I said, Overton and Jensen Ford on the front row, feature 1, and then they'll do feature 2, and then we'll see who's the highest point getter, and then they'll do the, what do they call it, the redraw, redraw misfortune or something along those lines. So with that, like I said, the future is parade lapping, so I'm going to jump off. Probably didn't make it my 10 minutes. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back here tomorrow for night 4 of the World 100. Take care.